Detour is an original film noir. The font used at the beginning is traditional, and due to it being black and white, is very clear against the plain background. You are able to get a feel for the setting and environment of the film, which is important for the audience. Detour is set in America and uses many of the conventions of the genre film noir. The film was released in 1995 and also set in this time. The male protagonist is named Al and is a bitter man. His life starts to deteriorate after his lover moves to Hollywood in search of fame. Having a male protagonist is another convention of film noir. Also being set in America makes it original. The male protagonist's life deteriorating is usually a main focus of film noirs.
Where you headed? East. There. I thought if you was heading north, I might be able to help you out.
With the film being in black and white, it matches conventions of film noirs, adding to the genre, which is really important. The dark colours also help to show lighting in different parts of the film, which shows highlighted information. The lighting can also be used to build up tension within the film.
Where, L.A.? Maybe. Got a cousin out in L.A. You don't say, yeah? He's been out... You're not much of a talker, are you? My mother taught me never to speak to strangers. A wise guy. So what? Okay, don't get sore. It's trying to be sociable, that's all.
Narration is used throughout the film. This helps to tell the story to the audience. Narration in film noirs is an important convention, and you will often find it in them. The male protagonist is usually the one telling the story, as it is usually from their point of views in film noir.
Somebody will say a certain phrase or maybe hum something. Then you're licked again. I can't believe that you're in love with me.
Flashbacks are also a convention of film noirs and are used to assist the narrative in telling the audience a story. Flashbacks are usually from the male protagonist's point of view. Flashback in Detour is used to tell the story of him and his wife when he was happy and his life wasn't going to change. Lighting in film noirs are very important. It highlights key features in the film. The dark and really light lighting is used to build up tension and also tell the mood of what's seen. In this scene, the light is smaller and the darkness is closing in on him, foreshadowing the future of his life. However, in the scene before, it was a lot more light and jolly when he was with his wife and happy.
There was Sue.
Smoking is a convention of old film noirs. It's usually the male that's smoking or the femme fatale. This may make them seem more powerful and rich.
But somehow, the most wonderful thing in the world.
Sue's face is always shown with a lot of lighting. This represents that she is the happiness in his life and the only hope that he has. This quickly changes for him once she is gone. The mist and fog starts to fall once he realises something is up with Sue, his fiancée. This is the use of extreme weathering again, once he is told or has done, or seems to have done, something bad. You do not see Sue much in the film, however when you do, she looks innocent and pure, which suits her character well. When you see Al, he is often hot and bothered, sweaty, and doesn't look like he's feeling comfortable. This also suits his character and what is happening in his future life. At the beginning of the travelling scenes, the lighting and weather is bright. This represents his hope to becoming married and seeing his wife. The weather helps to tell the story, so does the different lighting techniques.
I guess at least an hour passed before I noticed those deep scratches.
The scratches on the hand foreshadow the future meeting of the femme fatale and gives a clue about the character to Al and the audience.
Because he said, beauties, aren't they? They're gonna be scars someday.
There are repeats of the song his fiancée used to sing with him to remind the audience of the original plot. This may also give Al and the audience hope. Extreme weather is used in film noirs to build up tension. This is really important as it puts a twist into the story, adding tension. In Detour, this is used at the exact moment the male whose car it is dies. The weather can often be a warning to the audience that something bad is going to happen. Hot weather or extreme rain is never usually a good sign in film noirs. The rain is shown on his face once he realises that he's in trouble. In this shot, it shows the clothes he is wearing. Trench coats and hats are conventions of film noirs. It also shows the time eras that they were around. The police officer builds up tension as you have the feeling that he might get caught almost straight away. Reflections and the use of a mirror are another convention of film noirs. They show the male protagonist in a different view. They are also used regularly on femme fatales. However, this one shows Al. It's also as he's coming up to trouble, so looking at him from a different perspective. He is then stopped by state officers. This is another way of building up tension, as it's another time that you think he may get caught. However, luckily he gets away with it again. However, he's still driving towards his own doom. Flashbacks are a very important convention of film noirs. They are used to help tell the narrative. They are usually from the male protagonist's point of view, as it is usually from his story. They also work very well with narration. The use of blinds are also very effective in film noirs and are a convention. They show someone's life being imprisoned or also breaking. They're used differently in different films. The use of shadows is also an important convention. It helps to build up tension. It can also show another part of someone's identity. When you first see the femme fatale, she is standing sexy. She looks approachable and innocent. Her character is perceived differently throughout the film. She then comes across fierce and rude. This shows more of her character. Here you see the femme fatale smoking. She does it seductively and sexy. This is different to when the male smokes. In the hotel room, you start to see the femme fatale controlling him and controlling his actions. This is when the characters swap roles and the real femme fatale comes out. Here the tension builds up and it starts to build suspense within the film. The femme fatale is controlling the male and they start to fight, leading to their unfortunate future. Just like other film noirs, this becomes a convention. He then finds her dead in a mysterious way, just like how the male died. This was the foreshadowing at the beginning of the film, which then leads to her death. The male protagonist is in trouble and he knows he will get caught. The male protagonist's role has been achieved clearly. The ending shows that Al, the male protagonist, was doomed from the very beginning, and like he says, Haskell's got in the mess and got him out. However, he was arrested at the end. This is a convention of film noirs that the male protagonist is doomed.
For no good reason at all.